Wow. Okay, so this is part 2 of exposing Crowne Plaza, the hotel you do not check out of. Okay, so here's an article right here. This is from 2014. Man dies after fall from 8th floor of downtown hotel. This is in St. Louis, Missouri. A mystery downtown as police try to figure out what caused a man to fall 8 stories from a hotel. It happened at the Crowne Plaza Hotel on 4th Street a little after 11 p.m. on Saturday. Details are few, but firefighters say the victim, a 22-year-old man, somehow fell 8 stories to his death. Witnesses on the scene report lots of confusion along 4th Street on the busy Saturday night as police and firefighters attempted to sort out what happened. St. Louis police are saying they do not consider this a suicide, but they also do not believe anything criminal is involved. They continue to investigate. I guess it's an quote-unquote accidental death. Seems like everything that happens at the Crowne Plaza is an accident. Okay. So, this is the hotel right here in Missouri that the guy fell from. I just don't understand how you would accidentally fall off of a balcony like this. Like, how does that happen? Okay, now here's another one. This is from a lady in Kenya. Woman fights for her life following brutal assault in Dubai. Let's see. Okay. A young Kenyan woman is fighting for her life in a hospital following a brutal weekend assault in a car park behind the Crowne Plaza Hotel on Sheikh Zayed Road. A Rashid hospital office confirmed on Monday that doctors are administering critical emergency care to Esther, 26, who is reported to be on life support in the trauma center. This happened in 2012. Her friends told Gulf News on Monday that they visited Esther in the intensive care unit, and medical authorities advised them that the former sales clerk at a major store is in a coma and experiencing low levels of brain activity. The police said 2 Emirati men are facing tough questions while police probe reports of escalating violence around 3:20 a.m. on Saturday that led to an unconscious Kenyan woman being rushed to the hospital by ambulance with blood leaking from her ears, nose, and mouth. One suspect who beat the girl remains in custody while the other suspect has been released on bail. The girl remains in critical condition in the intensive care unit. The case has been referred to the public prosecution. When contacted by Gulf News, a senior prosecutor confirmed police have referred the case to the prosecution. The suspects are facing primary charges of assault that led to injury, and if during the investigation new evidence surfaced, then the charges might be modified. In similar cases, if the victim dies, a suspect is usually charged with assault leading to death. However, the investigation requires that we wait for forensic reports and to hear more prosecution witnesses. Such procedures take some time, especially when the girl's medical situation remains unclear yet, as she remains in ICU. No charges were laid as of press time on Monday, according to the online case file. Shaken. Meanwhile, 2 women directly involved in the altercation told Gulf News on Monday that they were still physically and emotionally shaken in fear for their friend Esther's life. Both women were accompanying Esther to a waiting taxi on the dark early morning in question behind Crowne Plaza when a group of young men in their early 20s approached them uninvited. Eyewitnesses alleged that Unwarranted advances by one male led to the violence. They claimed he touched one of the women on the buttocks. In an interview with Gulf News, one of the women, Susan, said she immediately protested in very clear terms and told the offending man to leave her friend alone. The unidentified man answered with a punch to Susan's face, she claimed. He gave me a blow in my face, my left eye. He punched me. When Susan was knocked from her feet, Esther attempted to defend her, throwing one of her shoes in the direction of the assailant. According to Susan, a group of men quickly gathered up their male friend and placed him in a four-wheel drive vehicle to defuse the scene. But the male left the vehicle, then allegedly punched Esther in the face, knocking her to the ground, and began kicking her in the head. He kicked hard, like someone who was very angry. The woman who was first touched on the buttocks told Gulf News that he started punching her, Esther. She could not fight back. I jumped in and started hitting him with my shoe. She said that the assailant kicked Esther in the head. I don't know how many times. He wouldn't stop. She just lay there on the floor. She was defenseless. Friends' reaction. News of the incident was not well received by those who formerly worked with Esther. One described Esther as a petite young woman, but advised not to judge her personality by her small frame. Although Esther is small, her big personality and zest for life leads her to speak her mind and often help friends, she said. Esther is so full of life. She is very strong. Another co-worker said that her friends were praying for her recovery. We are very sad to hear this news, and we are praying she will be okay. All right, let's see. And this was February 21st, 2012. Okay, so on March 20th, 2012, this was published, and the lady died. Okay, so in a tragic turn of events, Esther, a Kenyan national who was in a coma in Rashid Hospital since last month following a brutal attack, passed away early this morning after succumbing to her injuries. News of the 26-year-old's demise was confirmed to Emiratis 24/7 by the vice consul in the Kenyan Consulate General, with Aden Mohammed saying, "We can confirm that she, Esther, passed away this morning, and a representative from the consulate has been at the hospital since, assisting in whatever matters arise." He said that it was too soon to comment on when the funeral arrangements would take place, whether later today or tomorrow, or would it happen in Kenya. However, at this time, the only thing we can confirm is her sad demise. Meanwhile, sources at the hospital state that Esther's mother has been admitted in the hospital upon hearing the news of her daughter's death. The young victim was attacked in a darkened parking lot outside the Crowne Plaza on Sheikh Zayed Road on February 18th while with friends attempting to hail a taxi. She was reportedly punched repeatedly and kicked in the head by assailants, while her friends sustained injuries too. At the time, the hotel in question issued a statement. This is what Crowne Plaza said. "We have been made aware of the incident which occurred in the RTA car park in the early hours of the morning, and our thoughts and wishes are with the young lady and her family. The incident did not happen on the hotel grounds, so the queries should be directed to the police." Okay, so yes, it didn't happen on the hotel grounds, but I guess the girl worked there at the hotel or something of that nature. So the thing is, she was coming from the hotel. So Crowne Plaza still involved some type of way. Even if they weren't, I'm putting it out there because it still falls under that category. And I am exposing Crowne Plaza's deaths. Okay, so I will have a few more for you in a little while. Thank you for listening, and talk to you guys again soon.